Thanks so much, Therese at Wine Premier. Well, we're back in the kitchen now, and today's show again is about sugar and spice and everything nice. And Gary is in the kitchen, and basically, when it comes to sugar and spice, he has a store that has it all. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I've heard wonderful things about your store. I can't wait to get in there and do some shopping.
Well, I appreciate it. It's that time of year again, you know.
Well, tell me about how you got into it and what your store is all about.
Well, actually, I got into it because I retired from banking. 31 years was enough of that, and I decided I want to do something different and spend some time with my wife, and we both cooked for a long time and always enjoyed it. So I figured let's do something together. Green Bay did not have a store like we wanted to open up, so we decided to get in the spice and tea business.
You know, I think so many people are, first of all, changing careers halfway midstream and realizing that they do something that they're passionate about and they love. And second of all, people are so into cooking and food and experimenting, and you know,
Exactly.
things are way different than when Mom was a cook back then, you know.
Exactly, and with the economy, people don't go out to dinner as much as they did. They'd rather stay at home, sometimes invite some guests over and put a quality product on the table for them. And so that's kind of what the business we felt we wanted to get into would provide.
Lots of different spices. About how many do you carry in the store?
Oh, a little over 120.
Just a few, huh?
Just a few of them.
What is the difference? Because I always, you know, ask, what's the difference between the spice you'll get at your store and the spice you'll get at the grocery store? Just even the regular standard, you know, from oregano to basil to rosemary.
Well, we provide fresh spices. Not that the grocery stores don't, but ours come in and we generally grind them, blend them right there, and we actually measure out to the customer's request how much of a quantity they want versus prepackaged, and ours do not contain any preservatives or fillers either. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to get at the grocery stores, but we make sure ours are labeled properly and they don't have anything that you don't want in there.
And you can smell the difference big time. In fact, and you also do a lot of blending, I understand.
Right.
Wow. I mean, you know, we all had that spice rack that we got at our wedding gift. Yep. Some of those spices in there, who knows how long they've been in there. Makes a difference. And if you're going to invest in a prime rib roast or a nice beef tenderloin, you know, why not take that extra step and really season it up well?
Absolutely.
Oh, it smells amazing. Now, tell me about this one.
Well, that's English roast rub. And speaking of blends, we like to say we take the guesswork out of blending and putting on seasoning for the customers.
I can see a lot of different stuff in here. I definitely see some rosemary.
There is rosemary in there. There's there's celery seed. There's celery flake in there.
Garlic, I think.
Garlic is in there. There's
pepper.
Pepper is in there. Onion powder is in there.
So this is perfect for steaks. Prime rib roast. What else?
Prime rib roast, very common. Pot roast is very common. The celery comes through in a pot roast very well.
Oh, wow, that smells great. And Gary was saying that. You know, really, you shouldn't buy spices in these big containers. You should, you know, buy them in these little packets here, and that way you'll use them and go back and get more, and they'll be really fresh.
Exactly. That's exactly one of our selling points.
So tell me about, okay, a lot of people are going to be serving ham for the holidays. Okay. I mean, that's a standard, and I love to serve a ham because it's very hard to screw it up. You know,
very true.
It's pretty much done. You just need to warm it up. But I do like the little something up, you know, those glazes and things that you put on top to dress it up. So show us how to do that.
Okay. Well, we have a knife here.
Yep. Okay. Is that an okay knife for you?
Right.
We've got more.
What you want to do, when we do it?
Yeah, go for it.
What you want to do is score the ham. If you have a whole ham, there's always an outer fat layer on there, and you want to score that probably 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch deep.
Okay.
You don't have to be real fancy, but some people like it to look, you know, that way. And then you kind of diamond cross-cut it.
That's going to kind of open that ham up and get the flavors into the meat.
You want to create a couple crevices for the seasonings to go into the ham. So about like that. Okay. Then when you do that, then what you want to do is take a little bit of liquid, and I always like to use pineapple juice. Yeah. So you can pour some of that on top of there.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're going to use this later. Then you take, in this case, it's our spiced ham blend.
So you actually do a spiced ham blend.
Exactly.
So what's in this one?
Okay, that one's going to have mustard. It's going to have brown sugar, cinnamon in it, allspice, clove.
That's great.
Right. And then
that smells like the holidays, right
isn't
there.
That something in your house will smell great? And then what you want to do is you want to sprinkle this liberally all over the ham.
Okay. I think that's where people go wrong too. You know,
they're shy.
They're so shy when it comes to, and I understand that. But this is a big ham. It's a big prime rib roast. It's usually a big whole beef tenderloin, and you got to season generously.
Right. So then you do that. Then also, we like to put in a little bit of maple syrup granules.
Ooh.
Because you can use the liquid maple syrup if you can get it.
But it burns.
Right.
Yeah.
But this stuff is nice, and it will dissolve.
Does it smell just like?
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh! It smells like your yeah.
And this helps with the glaze. So a little bit of that on top of there.
Here's a little wet rag for you.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, and then what we want to do is pop a couple of the pineapple rings on there. And I think we have some toothpicks over here.
Absolutely.
We can just anchor those. Oh, I'm breaking them up.
I can work on that if you want to
Okay.
move on to some of the other stuff to dress it up.
Okay, and then when we're done with that, I also have a couple of, here they are. I have some candied ginger pieces here. And what we want to do is put one of these in each ring where the pineapple is anchored. Like that, like that.
This ham's getting fancy.
Oh yeah, because the holidays you also have to have it look nice too.
Absolutely. I see some cherries. You want some cherries in the middle?
And then we're going to put cherries right in there also. You bet.
Yep, yep. All right, we'll keep working on this ham, and then we want to move on to some of the other stuff. But I see some pineapple juice.
Yep. And the pineapple juice, we're going to pour that in lieu of water, because when you cook a ham, you want to keep it moist.
Don't want to dry it out.
Nope. And certainly you can put water in there, or a combination of water and the pineapple juice. So we just pour, probably a good inch. Because this is going to, as people usually know, that the ham should be cooked for about 15 minutes per pound.
And we've got one ready right here. We just want to show it to you. This is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see this? And with all those little extra special touches, the top gets brown, all that flavor gets in there. Right. Wow, that looks great. All right, let's talk about some of the other cool stuff. You know, bar mixes and snack food that you want to put out for the holidays. You do a spice blend for those?
Right. What we do is sometimes we have some people that need a quick hors d'oeuvre or a snack.
Yes.
And so you can take something as simple as an oyster cracker or a small saltine. And in this case, we have what's called our Southwest blend.
Okay.
And a little bit of a little bit of peanut oil or olive oil. Coat the crackers with that, and then sprinkle on the blend. Dry them out, probably put in the oven for 5 minutes until they dry, and you have a really nice snack.
Yum. What about a quick dip? That's a biggie. People are coming over. You know, you have 20 minutes to get ready.
Absolutely. The dip, what we do is we have several of our blends that lend themselves very well to dips. This happens to be what we call our coastal, and basically it's a tablespoon of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of sour cream, and a half of a stick of softened cream cheese, probably about 6 or 8 ounces total.
Yum.
And then mix that together, and then just put about a tablespoon of the blend in there.
So just have some of that blend on hand and a couple of the staples to mix in. That's a great one.
Exactly.
All right, this is the hot thing this holiday season. Very festive. You know, if you're having a party and you want to really have people talking about it, sugar rim the glasses. Tell me about some of the different sugars.
Okay, we carry about a dozen naturally flavored sugars, and for instance, for the holidays, a real pretty one would be strawberry, and actually they're just made from natural organic cane sugar, and in this case strawberry seeds and all. They're mashed, blended together, and dried.
They smell just like strawberries, and like you say, so pretty. So basically, we put this would be great, I thought, for champagne. You know,
absolutely.
So a little bit of water in here, and then we put some of the sugar right on a plate. And how pretty is that? Pour the champagne in there, and it's just gorgeous. Okay, so tell me about this one. I think we even have some champagne to put in there.
This one is espresso. This one is great. You can make rim a glass for a chocolate teeny with this one. You can also use this to put it and sweeten up your coffee if you're a coffee lover. Also, you can sprinkle it on top of vanilla ice cream to flavor up that.
Cool. So we just dump it right into.
You dump it right in there.
And you sell these little packets.
Yep.
And then again into the water. Those are big martini glasses, but how fun are these? And again, with the coconut sugar, too. You could do that for a pina colada, something like that.
Absolutely. Pina coladas are great.
And one last thing, what you could do with those sugars.
Well, the flavored sugars are nice, too. In this case, my wife made some chocolate truffles.
Oh, yeah?
And then when she made those in little balls, then she put the sugar in a plate like you did, and then you take the chocolate truffle and just roll them in there, and you coat them with a flavored sugar on the outside.
How pretty. We've got their champagne in our glass with our strawberry rim sugar glass. Fun stuff for the holidays. Really
Absolutely.
Fun. Well, tell everybody where you are, because I know people are going to want to run right at home and come to your store and buy the stuff for this ham for sure.
Well, thank you. We are actually located by the Pennies on Willard Drive. It's 784 Willard. and it's right next door to Surgery's Chocolates.
Oh, I know where they are for sure, so I think I can find you. Gary, thanks so much. Happy
thank you.
holidays, and thanks for the great ideas.
I appreciate it.
They're there to make holidays a little easier. Appreciate